Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Cheyenne High School for tonight's girls basketball matchup between your West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs and the Horace Hawks. The Hawks coming into this one at the top of the EDC standings. I'm Tristan Murrock. Joined alongside me is Dan Wolf, as always. Dan, it's kind of good to be back in the gym. It's been a minute for sure. Like I said, Horace sits at the top of the standings right now for girls. West Fargo Cheyenne is currently sitting at fourth at 7-3. So, yeah, your thoughts coming into this one?
Well, you know, Cheyenne's been playing really well as of late. They've kind of been on a little run here, but they're playing all teams that they're ahead of in the standings, so teams that you would expect them to beat. But really, as you look at how the EDC is lining up right now, it's kind of a 5 teams for 4 spots to state sort of race. Clearly, the class of the EDC has been Horace all year, and they continue to have just the 1 loss on the year and undefeated in the conference. Davies and Red River are kind of that next tier at 2 and 3, and then below that is Shanley and Cheyenne. Although Shanley has fallen off somewhat, but Shanley has played, maybe given Horace its toughest game this year in the EDC. So really, I think it's kind of looks like those 5 teams that at this point you might say that would battle for those 4 spots into state. But of course, we're kind of in that wraparound season where you're going to see everybody for that second time in the season. Fortunately for Cheyenne, they're going to play a lot of these games at home, and they're going to have to, they're going to get Red River at home, they'll get Shanley at home, they'll get North at home, they've got Horace at home. So that's going to be important for Cheyenne to see if they can kind of finish the season on a strong note and hopefully take some momentum into the EDC tournament.
Most definitely, as we take some looks at some games tonight around the league. West Fargo High is at Shanley, along with Red River at Fargo South and Central at Fargo North. Those are the girls' games tonight. The boys' side, let me pull it up here a second.
Probably the boys are all the same.
I believe the boys will be the same.
Whether it's a doubleheader or a home-and-home sort of situation. But, this is going to be certainly an entertaining game tonight, a very tough Horace team that can score equally well, it seems, from the outside and the inside. And so, certainly Cheyenne's going to have their hands full tonight, but they have been playing awfully well as of late, coming off a victory against Fargo South last Friday night. So this one should be entertaining.
And like you said, the boys do stack up the same way on the other side. The only difference is Fargo South is at Red River. So with that, we'll get into anthem and introductions and be right back after a short break.
I didn't know that I'd play football. I didn't know I'd go pro. I didn't even know if I'd get game time or score a touchdown. But there's one thing I always knew. That I'd never give up.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them, and that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
All right, fans, welcome back here to the Cheyenne High School Gymnasium. We are done with the anthem, so we are about set for tip-off here in the girls' matchup, doubleheader tonight against Horace. Horace taking the number 1 spot at the girls on the girls' side, and the boys' side is a hair different with, I believe, West Fargo. Or Fargo Davies, excuse me, at the top of the boys' side at a 10-0 record, 12-2 overall, followed by Red River, Horace, West Fargo High, and then Fargo North. So with that, we are about set for tip-off here at Cheyenne. So Zoe Keene getting the start. Kind of the normal starting lineup here for the Cheyenne girls. Same on the opposite side with the Horace girls as well. Here. Trying to talk loud, but so we do apologize, fans. We're having some mic troubles right now, so if we talk over each other, that's the reason why. We'll try and get this squared away here.
We'll try and get it squared away and hopefully be able to understand each other as well. That's probably the biggest issue we're having right now is it's difficult for us as announcers to hear each other, and so with the noise in the gym, that's going to be the challenge we'll try to overcome, but we'll do our best as the broadcast continues. So we're about ready to go here.
So Metcalf winning the opening tip against Hale. Early points for Horace, however.
That's probably one of the greatest strengths, Tristan, of this Horace team is their outside shooting, their ability to knock down shots. And then we know Jaden Hale is a force on the inside as we see her disrupt Fosher's shot there and get a rebound. But I think this is something, if I'm Coach Wingenbach, I would rather take my chances on Horace's outside shooting and hope that they're going to have trouble with that than allow them to just pound the ball inside to Jaden Hale, because she has made a career so far in some of the games that she's played against Cheyenne.
Fosher finds Metcalf within the paint, chips out to Blado. That one's going to go off of the foot.
I think they're going to get Christofferson there on the foul on that one. On the ground as she tried to poke that ball away from Fosher. Really nice feed by Zoe Keene there and a finish by Cora Metcalf.
Hawks just trying to set up shop here as it's 2-2 game early on. Kind of just getting started into this one as this one's chipped out to Sunday, and she hits a three.
As I said, that's really a great strength of this team.
Keene will try and set up here, gets to Seavold. Seavold gets that one tipped away.
Good penetration by Seavold there, just unable to connect.
As Donnelly finds Hale in the paint and just can't connect on that one, as this one's taken the other way by Fosher now. Fosher tries to find Metcalf in low, and Hale just intercepts that one. Kind of one of those few. As that one's knocked down there all the way
Still
over from Christofferson.
Perfect from the outside, Horace. That is one thing they're good at.
So 7-2 early lead for the Hawks here as Blado intercepts it on the corner there. Metcalf with a 3-ball drains. So this one's taken up now by Sunday, and Sunday's going to try and set up here for the Hawks. So this one will be chipped over to Donnelly. Donnelly back to Sunday. Sunday's going to try and go inwards to Hale. Hale finds, I believe that's Jelmstead. As Seavold attempts a 3, and that one's just long there. As now this will be brought the other way. Finds Jelmstead in the paint. Sunday tries to hit a 3 and just can't connect there.
I think this is a good time for Cheyenne to kind of slow it down here and try and set something up. Pace got really elevated there for a little bit. I don't know that that's a game that Cheyenne wants to get into against Horace.
Metcalf with the 3 chance.
Another 3
it.
for Metcalf.
So tide has turned here early on. 8-7 Cheyenne leads now. So this 3-ball is going to be knocked
Blake
down there by Donnelly.
You know, this game seems to be the antithesis to the first meeting down at Horace between these two teams, as it was 27-13 at halftime, and these teams kind of filling it up here in the first 5 minutes.
This one's taken the other way, and Christofferson just can't connect there. Gets that one taken away from her.
Blado blocked that.
Skeen tries to set something up here, finds Blado in the corner there.
Good
Chips
cut.
out to Seavold. Good find.
She had time to take a dribble and reset herself and didn't realize it.
3-ball from the Hawks, just far. So this one's tipped away there by Jelmstead as she finds Hale now. Hale with the drive and can't connect there. No foul called. As Keene's going to try and set something up here. Chips out to Blado. Blado with the 3 attempt. Can't connect there. Sunday takes a drive and no call, blocked there.
Yeah, Blado got Hale from behind. I was going to say,
That's
very
gonna be a
up-tempo
timeout.
game here, and Coach Wingenbach, I think, just wants to talk about some things that they're trying to do.
So we'll do the same, take a short break. Mustangs lead at 10-8. Don't go anywhere.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my.
Tour the beautiful campus of North Dakota State University in Fargo. Learn about majors, scholarships, our free application process, and get a free t-shirt. Register now at ndsu.edu/visit.
All right, folks, welcome back here to the Cheyenne Gymnasium where the Hawks have taken a 10-8 lead here early on. Kind of been back and forth. The Mustangs hit 2 threes, one coming off of Metcalf and the other one coming off of, I believe it was Seavold.
No, both were Metcalf.
Both were Metcalf, excuse me.
Course starting 2 for 2 from distance. As we're going to see Adria Roller come in along with Kendra Nickerson.
So Adria Roller, one of those maybe you've seen kind of finding her way into that starting starting spot at varsity.
Well, starting to get some playing time. Great find.
Can't hit it there.
That's an effective Jaden Hale, as you know, kids try and kind of speed themselves up as Sunday, I think, was dropping that off for Donnelly, thinking she was going to take it. Donnelly slipped through, and so it ends up going out of bounds. No harm done for Cheyenne on that Hawk possession here.
Keene finds Metcalf. Then chips to Nickerson. She'll find Keene in the corner here. Then chips out to Nickerson for a deep 3-ball chance, and that one's going to go off the top or the post. So, be a Horace ball here. (10-8) Hawks lead. No scoring so far after the timeout called, and Hale's going to get a
very good drop
there.
step. If you're a young player, guy or a gal, you watch how Hale plays in the post, and she's going to show you how to use your body and how to use a drop step and really be successful inside, as there's a good find to Keene and she can't connect. But Hale does that as well as any player in the EDC.
Donnelly finds this one and eventually gets out to Sunday and then down low to Hale as she'll pick up the foul. So Hale misses her first, so we'll have her shot at the second here. Coming as we get a couple of Mustang subs.
Brooklyn
Nickerson's going to come in.
Brooklyn
Nickerson, excuse me. And then Blado is going to come back in as well. So she hits her second here. So Hale puts the Hawks up by 5 now.
Yeah, Cheyenne, a little scoring drought here. They're going to have to find a way to convert one of these. You don't want to fall behind Horace too much, and that's something that we've seen Zoe Keene get better and better at as the season has wore on. Getting downhill, getting to the basket, finding a way to convert. Draws the foul on that one, as that's going to be Lake and Donnelly's first. And Keene makes the first. Ava Niewendon for the Hawks.
Keene misses her second. So Donnelly will bring this one up. Chips over, 3 attempts. Just a little wide there.
Good box out by
I believe
Roller.
That was Larson. Blado's going to find Keene at the top of the key here. Staub with the 3-shot, drained.
And Cheyenne finding a way to stay close in this one. Tristan, that's something Adria Roller kind of getting her first varsity experience this year. Picks up 2 quick fouls. She's a valuable contributor on the floor, but just kind of got to be smarter about when to be aggressive, what you can and can't do out there on the floor, as Myshak makes both.
So the Mustangs find themselves down by 3 once more as this one's chipped over to Keene. Keene with a 3 attempt, heavily pressured there as this one somehow finds Staub off the rebound.
Smart
Bosher
move here by
swings to
Cheyenne,
Nickerson.
just pulling it out. And Staub
Deep
connects.
3.
That's 4 threes of their 15 points, 12 have come off of the three, and that's something that Cheyenne has struggled with, being consistent on the outside shooting this year.
Wide open.
But they found the range tonight as Hale inside. Wow, she's just so strong and uses her body so well. And Coach Hintz is going to take a quick timeout here for the Hawks, so we'll step away as well. Hawks lead Mustangs 17-15. We'll be right back.
Why do I choose to work here? It's the people. It's the feeling that you get when you've been gone for a weekend and everybody's genuinely happy to see you and you're so happy to see them too.
They are wonderful. The staff is wonderful. They are so friendly. They're so happy all the time.
It's a family. It's just that overall culture that we have. It's a great culture and I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
Test.
No.
Welcome back, fans, as we are back in the Cheyenne High School Gymnasium here for the Hawks-Mustangs matchup. The Hawks girls lead the Cheyenne Mustangs 17-15 here in the first one. So this one's shipped over to Blado, and that one just can't be handled there by Fosher. A little tall for her there.
She had established a good position inside, but the pass just sails a little high, as we're going to see Seavold return and give Zoe Keene a quick break. And Metcalf back in for Blado. If you overcommit on one direction, Hale is really good at stepping through and getting underneath that, just like she did there to Cora Metcalf, and gets to the line for two. You tend to think because of her size she's going to just rely on one shot, but she's very adept both hands, and that makes her very difficult to guard for any post player in the EDC, especially one-on-one. You almost have to have collapsing help every time she touches the ball.
Seavold finds Fosher here, as Fosher's going to just try and set up shot. Finds Metcalf from mid-range. Seavold chips out. Tries to take a drive here, and she'll collect for two.
Good choice by Seavold there, getting to the hoop, a little 8-footer. The floater from Donnelly.
The floater.
I'm sure every coach in the EDC looks at her and says she's only a freshman. We have 3 more years that we have to deal with trying to defend her. Brooklyn Nickerson off the mark on that one. Good hesitation. Hezzy, as the kids call it,
yeah.
Tristan. A hezzy.
Metcalf with the 3 attempt just goes long off the back iron here, as the Hawks will come the other way with speed. And cameraman Omar's got to watch out down there, as it's getting really close to being.
Staub wanted it, but Seavold found her too late, and then Staub ended up kind of forcing that one, as Donnelly's kind of taking over this game, and that's going to cause a timeout for the Mustangs, as the Hawks have raised their lead up to 9. So we're going to step away for just a moment. We'll be right back.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know
Why do I choose to work here? It's the people. It's the feeling that you get when you've been gone for a weekend and everybody's genuinely happy to see you and you're so happy to see them too.
They are wonderful. The staff is wonderful. They are so friendly. They're so happy all the time.
It's a family. It's just that overall culture that we have. It's a great culture, and I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
All right, fans, welcome back here to the Cheyenne Gymnasium, where the Hawks lead the Mustangs 26-17 here early on in this first half, as Lakin Donnelly has really kind of taken over this game so far here, coming off the first time out.
She scored the last 7 for Horace.
Seavold with a deep 3 ball and just doesn't go anywhere. This one finds Fosher. Fosher with the 3 attempt, just long. This one gets to Sunday now, and she'll chip up to Donnelly and almost collected there. Seavold from the corner chips out to the top of the key where Metcalf is. Gets out to Fosher. Fosher will find Blado down low, and that one's tipped out there by Christofferson. Keene finds Blado. Blado to Metcalf. Or excuse me, Fosher to Metcalf.
Time was running on the shot clock there. They didn't have much choice. As Sunday pushes pace here.
Donnelly chips over all the way over to Hale. Tried and just didn't connect. Sunday's wide open for a 3 ball.
Cheyenne's going to have to find a way to get a couple stops and some baskets here. You don't want to find yourself down by 15 or anything like that to Horace at a halftime, as I think they're going to get Donnelly. That's her second, so I think Coach Hint's going to be a little proactive here and get her off the floor. He doesn't want her picking up a third before the end of the first half here, that's for sure.
Nickerson almost finds Keenan in a dangerous spot there. Blado finds Keen, chips down to Nickerson, and Metcalf in the paint now. You know, and that's one thing that kind of brings up another thing with Hale is Metcalf has some size competition here tonight once more. And
you know, Hale gives up fewer inches to Cora Metcalf than just about any player in the EDC.
Can't leave her open like that, though.
Soft shooter's touch. And now it's 14.
Seavold's going to try and get through it, or likes to just chip out here. Keen's going to go up as the shot clock was winding down, and that's going to be out as Hale tried to save
Horace
there.
kind of bailed them out there. 2 Horace players fighting for a rebound. It's going to give Cheyenne new life because that shot clock had run down to about 5 seconds, and Keene kind of had to force that one up.
Blado from the far side. Ooh, couple of bounces off the rim there as this one's taken away there by Keene.
Great
Keene
drive.
Tries to
she
take
lost
a drive
the handle.
and just lost the handle. Myshak finds Sunday here.
So Cheyenne showing a little zone look, a little 3-2 look here.
Hill from the paint, can't get it off there, and a shooting foul coming on Metcalf.
Core arguing that Hale was the one who initiated contact, but the ref saw it differently. So that's the second foul. I think Coach Wingenbach arguing for the same thing, but to no avail, as Hale will go back to the line here. So Roller on for Metcalf, but Roller also with 2 fouls here. So Coach Wingenbach having to figure some things out as the lead is now 16. So from a 2-point lead, now it's up to 16 here, Tristan. And with 3:44 to go, Cheyenne has to get a basket. They've been scoreless for a few minutes here, and that is dangerous to do against Horace. And obviously Horace's defense has something to do with that.
Roller's going to try and take a drive here, and that's going to be a reach.
Christopherson picks that one up. Staub replaces Kendra Nickerson. I think that was Myshak that's back in for Cheyenne.
That shot just goes to Bry there, and that one's going to be out.
Good hustle play by Sebald there. Tracking that down, throwing it off a Hawk. Does not reset the shot clock, though. Oh, now they do. Okay. I thought that drew iron a little bit on the last shot, so this is a fresh 30 for Cheyenne, so no reason to hurry here.
Keene finds Blado. Blado with a 3 attempt, just short there. Hit the front side of the rim. Sunday's going to try and take this one up. Heavy ball movement.
Wow. That was a really good job by Sunday. She caught that. She kind of gotten her feet tangled, or I'm sorry, by Hale. Caught it on one knee. Got a dribble started, got up off the floor, turned, and draws a foul from Sabrina Staub.
The rebound goes. Thought the Hawks had possession there for a solid minute, but
I think
they'll call a jump ball.
No, I think they were hard. Looked like a ref gave a signal of a kick. And they're going to get an illegal screen on Roller, and that's Roller's third. So that's going to bring Fosher off the bench. Next foul for Cheyenne will put Horace in the bonus, as Cheyenne's going to show a little pressure here.
Sunday's going to try and set something up here. Chips over to Myshak. Sunday goes down low to Hale. Back up, 3 ball coming off of Larson, just wide, excuse me.
That Hale completely backed her in on that. You could see Hale drop the shoulder and push. I wondered if the ref was going to see that, and absolutely, I think the right call on that one. As Hale did drop the shoulder.
going to try, and there's a 3-ball coming off of Hale. So Keen's going to try and come back the other way here as she chips out to Staub. Staub chips out to Fosher. Fosher tries to find Nickerson. Good catch there by her. Staub's going to go down low and just...
That's a really tough pass to get to happen. Good idea by Staub, but all Blado could do was get a hand on that, and it goes out of bounds.
So about a minute left here in the first, 37-17. Hawks have officially gone up to 20 now. Coming off the last three-point attempt, or the last three-pointer from Hale. Sunday's going to take a drive and not get a shooting foul, but...
No, I think Chister kind of got tripped up. Nothing intentional as Brooklyn Nickerson is off.
Keen's going to try and foul, but...
Deep three from
Deep three from Myshak hits it. Keen's going to now try and take a drive, goes up and collects.
And that finally ends the Cheyenne scoring drought, but they find themselves down 21 here as Horace likely holds for the last shot here. Hale faces up Blado. Good job by Maya.
Sunday over. Myshak hits a
At the
three to
buzzer.
end it. So Taylor Myshak ends off the half with a three-pointer, and it is now 43-19. Halftime. We'll take a break and be right back. Don't go.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah.
What would you do with a second chance? At Essentia Health, we understand the significance of second chances. Our heart specialists see them every day. That's why regular checkups and heart screenings are vital, even if you feel fine, and especially when you have a family history. Essentia Health is the right place for early detection, advanced treatments, comprehensive cardiac rehab, for second chances. At Essentia Health, we work hard to keep your heart strong for what's next.
Discover the experience that awaits you at North Dakota State University. Join the Bison family where connections run deep, from the classroom to the field and beyond. Build an exciting career with the help of industry-leading faculty. Tap into the power of the herd and make unforgettable memories in Fargo, one of the best college towns in the Midwest. Don't wait. Find your adventure at North Dakota State University.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them. And that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
Our health. It's what keeps us doing what we love. It keeps our communities strong. So, how are you doing? There's no easier way to take care of yourself than checking in with us, your primary care team at Essentia Health. In person or online, we offer scheduling and appointment options that fit your life. We'll care for you today and keep an eye on things for the future. And if needed, get you back on track. So take some time to connect with us because it's always good to check in.
If you're thinking about growing your family someday, we'd like to remind you of one simple thing. Babies bring us joy. With an unwavering commitment to delivering the highest quality care, Essentia Health is ready when your someday arrives. Essentia Health, caring for you and your future.
Touchmark at Harwood Groves is located in South Fargo, North Dakota, on a 14-acre garden-like setting, and we have everything from cottages to apartments, a health club, activities. We tend to take groups of residents out downtown, which is just a very vibrant and growing community. The easiest way I can say it is we are going to treat our residents the way that we would treat our best friends. That's what it feels like, and that's what I love about my job. It feels like a family.
So shoulder pain is one of the most common things I see. When Linda came in, she complained of pain in both her shoulders.
You did all the work on the left one, and by the time I had the second one done, I could do anything I wanted to do.
Shoulder replacement, the whole point of that is really to get rid of the pain and get you back to doing normal things again.
You listened to what I wanted, and it worked out great.
We were a good team.
Yes, I think so.
I didn't know that I'd play football. I didn't know I'd go pro. I didn't even know if I'd get game time or score a touchdown. But there's one thing I always knew. That I'd never give up.
Why do I choose to work here? It's the people. It's the feeling that you get when you've been gone for a weekend and everybody's genuinely happy to see you and you're so happy to see them too.
They are wonderful. The staff is wonderful. They are so friendly. They're so happy all the time.
It's a family. It's just that overall culture that we have. It's a great culture, and I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
A few years ago, my hip was getting to the point where it was affecting my life. So then when I met you in the office, you listened to what I had to say.
My goal is to teach patients about their diagnosis, explain the treatment options so that they can make the decision that is best for them. Because we don't just treat what an x-ray tells us.
Our goal is to get the best possible outcome for the patient. It's just a great feeling to know that you help that patient get back to doing the things they want to do.
And now I have a new hip that feels fantastic.
At Touchmark, we really take an input from both the community, our residents, and also our team members.
And there's something for everybody. It runs the gamut. You have the freedom to participate or not, as you choose.
I personally like to play bridge. I like their book club, all the concerts that they have, the music almost every day. We like everything that's here.
And you find it here.
Every day is a different day. It's really about developing programming that is meaningful and beneficial for everyone.
One thing that I've always enjoyed about being a physician is just the patient and physician relationship.
Part of why I trusted him is because I felt more than just a patient.
We figured out the best situation for my injury, and we chose the one that would best fit me.
I'm a huge sports fan, have been my whole life and still am today. I have a strong desire to help people maintain their activity levels and to get back to doing the things that they are passionate about.
Touchmark is a place where you can really be yourself. It's a complete family atmosphere from the residents to the team members to the community.
There is just such a homey feeling here.
The energy and the positivity, I think, is what's really important. You come in, you feel like you're part of a family, you're building a relationship, you're building friendships.
We feel very blessed to be here at Touchmark.
It's incredibly important to create that family atmosphere, which is what Touchmark really values.
All right, folks, welcome back here to the Cheyenne High School Gymnasium for half two of two between the Mustangs and the Hawks. The Hawks take an early 43-19 lead here coming out of the first half. I'm Tristan Murdoch, joined alongside me is Dan Wolf. Dan, I know you and I kind of talked about Blake and Donnelly kind of taking over most of the second part of the first half there. Kind of walk us through that if you can.
Well, you know, as a freshman, she's super talented, but I think the challenge for virtually any team that has to face off against this Horace squad, they have so many dangerous scorers. We know about Hale, we know about Donnelly, but Sunday's had an impact. We know that My Shack has had an impact tonight, and you just can't. And we haven't even really talked about Jordan Christofferson, who hasn't had a huge half. Or didn't have a huge first half, but she's another player. It's just, you know, even if they get in foul trouble or anything like that, they can bring wave after wave of scorer after you. And that's what makes them such a dangerous team. Cheyenne came out of the gate shooting it well, but as the half wore on, a little fatigue, some foul trouble, you get some rotations that maybe aren't what you're normally used to, and all of a sudden you find yourself go on a 5-minute scoreless streak, and you go from being down just a couple to being down 24 at half, and that's a bad place to be if you're playing any team, let alone Horace.
So with that, we are about set for second half action here at the Cheyenne Gym. So hopefully Coach Wigenbach got his girls into this one. Trying to come back from quite the deficit here.
And you take it by chunks. You're not going to get it all back at once. You know, if you can get to about that 12-minute mark and you've got it to about, you know, less than 15, I think that's a major improvement. As they're going to call a foul on Christofferson on that one. I thought it might be a jump. But they get Christofferson with the foul as her and Metcalf were wrestling for it. There's Embuedo is holding her with that arm. Had a hand on Jelmstead and just kind of gave her the little shove. I think using the arm to create separation was fine, but when she pushed, that's what draws the foul. Eskeen's going to put a little pressure on Donnelly here.
Donnelly chips up to My Shack. My Shack coming off of that 3-ball to end off the first half.
Donnelly takes a spill there, but
3-ball from Seavold. Doesn't play out for her. Fosher's going to get that pass intercepted there by Jelmstead. Sunday with a deep 3-ball just goes off back iron here and chips out to Hale as she'll miss hers as well.
Good step through by Seavold.
Donnelly tried to take a drive there, and the rebound will go to Hale. Seavold tosses over to Metcalf. Metcalf's going to find Fosher down low. Keene
Good
finds
find.
Blado.
Great vision by Keene to Blado.
Deep hard pass to Myshak coming off the basket. Sunday's going to find Hale right at the free throw there. Keene comes the other way, takes a drive up and under.
Yeah, she didn't have numbers there, but it's going to work out as, oh, it does go to Horace.
This one eventually finds Jelmstead to back out to Sunday.
Seaball got away with one there. I think she gave a little push to Donnelly and threw her off on that drive.
So this one's going to get to Myshak here. Chips out to Sunday. Sunday from the top of the key. High pass for Hill over to Myshak, and a short three ball will find Metcalf on the rebound. And Seavold comes and takes a drive.
Good scoop shot by Seavold in transition.
Thought she was going to get a travel there. It looks like a little too many steps.
A little Euro step in there. Great find. Nice finish. Jelmstead cutting to the hoop. I think that was Sunday who found her in there. Really nice job.
Metcalf was the three attempt. 9-1.
That's three so far, and that's worked well as Keene draws the attention from Jaden Hale, kicking it back out.
Sunday's going to get blocked there by Seavold, shooting foul.
Horace has so many penetrators that if they clear out that lane, it's pretty easy for one of their players to get penetration and get to the basket.
Cheyenne's just trying to find some momentum here as they're down once more by a margin here. Keene's going to take a drive.
Good job
and
by
go
Zoe
up and
Keene.
in.
Really good drive as Donnelly pushes pace here.
Taken away by Metcalf. Metcalf's going to find Seavold.
Oh, yeah.
And
I think Hill was in the protected area. That's why there was no inside the arc there, so no charge called.
Hill's going to go up and under right there. Keene finds Blado, corner shot. Just off the mark as Donnelly is going to come the other way. Donnelly out to Sunday. Sunday's going to take a drive up and just off the mark there.
Kind of reminiscent.
It almost seems the Horse girls are getting tired here.
Well, reminiscent of the first half. This is a very tough pace to maintain as Keene's going to make the foul there. But this is kind of how the first half started. It was really up and down for the first 5 minutes or so. And that's kind of what we transitioned to here in the second half.
Sunday finds Donnelly here. Eventually gets back to her corner all the way to the opposite arc. Donnelly just couldn't connect on her pass 3 attempt, and
job by Metcalf.
Sunday especially seems really tired right now. I don't know if it's just me. Donnelly's kind of got the young legs being only a freshman, but Sunday, the senior, just...
They're going to get Sunday on that one. As Blado keeps it alive, falls in the hands of Seawald, and she draws the foul going up there. Still, though, Cheyenne, after nearly 6 minutes here of the second half, has only been able to whittle 2 off of this lead. And I think you're right. There's some tired kids out there as we're going to see some wholesale subbing from both sides as we get some fresh legs on the floor.
So Seawald's going to have her second chance here. Misses her second. Recovered by Hale here. Good find there inside as Hale collects off the pass from, I believe, Myshak it was. Three ball from Staub. Sunday's gonna bring this the other way. Finds finds Newen. So the Hawks will come the other way up 52-31 here, about halfway through the second half. Hale's going to somehow keep that in. Chipped it out to Newind. Seawald's going to go up and under. There will be a timeout called by Coach Wingenbach, I believe. And we'll take a short break and be right back. Hawks lead at 52-33.
I think what makes Touchmark special is how you feel when you walk into Touchmark at Harwood Groves. We often hear that it's like a North Dakota hug.
I think it's the people that make Touchmark special.
One of the things that makes Touchmark is the caliber of the team members here.
You could ask them for anything, and they'll say, we'll take care of it.
Every day that we walk in these doors, we really take time to listen to each other, to listen to our residents, and to be there and to be a friend.
All right, folks, welcome back here to the Cheyenne Gymnasium. Hawks lead the Mustangs 52-33 as Sunday's going to come the other way now.
Off the hands of Christofferson there. That's a really tough pass there from Zoe Keene.
All right, folks, welcome back. As you just saw Newen make her first.
My Shack.
Or
oh no, you're
nope,
right.
Neewind.
You're right.
Neewind.
It was Neewind here. So still a 21-point lead.
I know that was kind of tough to depict. Neewind and My Shack have the same shoes and are wearing 13 and 23, so.
Good find inside and way to stick with it by Roller, just unable to finish.
Sunday's going to go up and under and collect.
No, they got stopped with a little shove, little forearm shiver on the floor before the shot went up there. That's the 5th Mustang team foul, so nobody on in the bonus yet.
As Roller recovers that one, this one gets all the way up to Nickerson,
Brooklyn Nickerson to Kendra Nickerson. As the sister duo is on the floor together. Out to Kendra. She pops the corner 3. Oh, in and out. Our last broadcast, Tristan, that was kind of the spot on the floor that really turned the tide for the Mustangs. They got hot from the corner as Seavold uses her body nicely as a shield against Christofferson. Down to 19, but under 9 to go. It's still a long hill to climb for the Mustangs as Christofferson gives a good jab and gets inside, but no foul called.
Just about at the 8:45 mark here as Seavold's going to get her own rebound and just can't connect there. As Sunday's great find down low there to Christofferson, just can't connect. Seavold is going to go up and go to the line for 2.
That would have been a good time for a little pump fake there. I think Sunday was going to bite on that regardless. He might have gotten an open look and a conversion as we have a hockey line change, I think, for both teams kind of waiting here to come in after the first shot.
The stamina that has to come off some of these Hawks girls is kind of impressive.
It really is.
As, like I brought up earlier on, I don't believe Sunday or Donnelly have left the floor maybe once.
Yeah, it is impressive, and this is the tempo that they like to play at. And so that makes them a very tough team. When you don't have to go deep into your bench if you don't have to. Now, I was going to say Hale's got Metcalf pinned down there.
Out to Donnelly with the 3 ball. Hawks lead once more by 21 now as Metcalf tries to take a 2 attempt, and that one is
they're going to get Keene with a push from behind there. That's 3 on Zoe. That's the 6th Mustang foul, so the next one will put Horace in the bonus.
Donnelly finds Neewind. Neewind down low. Jelmstead with a 2 ball. Just can't connect there as Metcalf collects the rebound off a couple of bounces. Keene's gonna try and take a drive, trips out to Blado and way short on the 3 there as
I think Neewind was on the line when she came down with that.
Neewind went down pretty hard there too, so Keene just short on the 3 attempt.
Good follow-up by Blado. I think Jelmstead maybe is the one who got her on that.
Blado's going to go to the line for 2. Toledo misses her second. And this will be taken the other way now by Horace. I know Donnelly is one of those names we've kind of mentioned very often tonight. Like we've talked about, you know, just one of those names that has been brought up a lot, maybe because of playing time in a sense.
Well, I mean, she started as an 8th grader. She's getting some looks from a lot of colleges. As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, I'm sure this is frustrating for the EDC coaches to realize that they still have 3 years they're going to have to contend with her. And for Coach Hintz, I'm sure very grateful that he has her for another 3 years, because she is such a difference maker. She handles the ball, she facilitates passes, but she can also score when she needs to.
Just a missed attempt there.
It's a good job by Blado. Had Myshak fronting her and got the look
with
she
a
wanted.
3 attempt. Just can't connect as Fosher's going to wrestle this one into a jump ball. So 6:15 left to go. Hawks lead it 57-36. As Staub's going to come in for Kendra Nickerson. Keane tries to go to Fosher, tipped away there for a second by Christofferson, and once again stolen by her as well.
And they lost.
Myshak finds Hale on the paint.
They lost her, and that's not what you want to do.
Not something you want to go. Not something you want to let go for. So the Mustangs now kind of pushing pace a little bit as kind of realize they're down by a lot. Metcalf with the 3 attempt just short, and I think they're going to get Sunday on that.
That looked like it. Nope, Christofferson, I guess. That's her 4th. And hasn't had a game very much like what she usually does. She's one of the main cogs for Cheyenne, or for Horace as well, and probably hasn't played as well as she would have liked to tonight, as Fosher loses that one, and they say she was the last to touch it. So Cheyenne has played Horace basically even. They've trimmed the lead by 1 here this second half. So a positive. Horace hasn't been able to extend it, but also Cheyenne hasn't been able to dig into it at all. As Hale, little scoop underneath.
Scoop. Bolito now is going to try and play from the corner here, and she'll push pace towards the inside, finds Metcalf down low and up and in.
Nice high-low action there by Blado to Metcalf.
Sunday tries to take a drive 3. Mustangs on her and goes out on the Mustangs, but
Brooklyn
honestly
Nickerson and Maya Badeau, or Badeau coming on here. Her first action of the night. For Marley.
As Donnelly just misses the 2 ball there. Keane chips to Seavold. Seavold's going to try and push pace here and goes up for a 2. Finds Sunday down low, and The Hawks strike right back.
Yeah, great pass.
Keene chips out to Nickerson. 3-ball nylon. Donnelly slowing down a little bit here, finds Myshak. Myshak's going to take a drive and swatted away by Metcalf. And Seavold's going to come the other way. This one's going to find Myshak on that far post here. Sunday finds Hale.
Hale throws that one.
Hale.
Oh, was touched
Tipped
by
by
a Mustang.
Keene.
Looking on the backdoor cut there.
Christofferson tried to go up and under there, and a little scoop shot and just can't connect, but she'll go to the line. Coming off of Seavold's foul, her second.
Wondering if we're at about that point, we're going to see some benches clearing here pretty soon and get some other players on the floor.
3:20 left to go.
Yeah, and it's still a 22-point lead.
So this one finds Seavold now. Tries to take a drive, and she'll collect. So a timeout coming off of Coach Wingenbach, and we'll do the same. We'll be right back. Hawks lead at 65-45. All right, folks, welcome back here to the Cheyenne High School Gymnasium for the basketball matchup tonight between the Hawks and the Mustangs. Horace leads the girls matchup 65-45, 3:05 left to go here in this final half.
So on the floor for the Mustangs, Keene, Seavold, Brooklyn Nickerson, Marley Bedeau, Cora Metcalf. We got Christofferson, Hale, Sunday, Donnelly, and is that Jelmstead, I think, on the floor for Eva Larson, sorry. And there's Christofferson.
So kind of what you talked about, Wolf, I think we're going to see the benches start to kind of get a little deeper here and get some of the non-starters some more playing time, as we're going to see some more roller coming up here, and that's going to be foul for a charge, I believe.
No, it's going to be a block on Keene. Not sure if they say she wasn't set, or maybe as Donnelly moved to get around her, if Keene moved as well, as Metcalf comes off and roller comes on. That's the fourth on Zoe Keene tonight.
So Donnelly will hit her first here. Puts the Hawks up 68-45 now.
Looks like Jaden Hale's night is over as Niewind replaces her. Donnelly hits both. The lead is back where we started the half, 24 for the Hawks.
Seavold kicks out to Nickerson, finds Badeau on the inside. Thought it had enough time for a jump ball there for a quick sec as Keane just an attempt at a save, couldn't really go anywhere. So that's going to be the end of Donnelly's night if I had to guess.
Yeah, I would guess so. Sydney Flanagan, sophomore guard on for her.
This one's going to be taken up by Seavold here. Going to try and get something
Little
off there,
step
and
through.
she collects.
Could have probably called roller for her fifth on that one, as a good cut through by Sunday. And they're going to get Badeau, I think, on that.
So 1:34 left to go as Sunday will go to the line for two. So that'll do it for Christofferson, along with, I believe, Keenan Seavold will be.
And my guess is this, if Sunday converts on this, she'll be done for the night. Yep, and Sunday will be off the floor. Niewind and Larson, the only Hawks that have played part of the game on the floor for them. Otherwise, it's new players.
Badeau chips down low to roller and then gets to Fosher, somehow makes it up. 71-49, Hawks lead now. 1:10 left to go here. So I believe that was out on Larson, or Roller, excuse
Roller
me.
tipped it out.
Larson and Roller were kind of going into it there, though. This one's going to be chipped to Flanagan. Back out as
Niewind just
Niewind.
off.
Nickerson's going to find Roller in the paint and just a little hard there. Can't hit the second layup either.
About a 3-second differential on the game clock and shot clock here. See if Horace tries to hold for one attempt, and that'll take us to the end.
Flanagan just tried to go up and under there, and Niewind kind of makes up for it, and that'll be that. So the Hawks come in, take the Mustangs by storm. 73-49 is your final score here. Wolf, got anything to add?
Well, Horace is a really deep team. They're a really good team. They're, one of the top teams in the state for a reason. They can hurt you in so many ways, and Cheyenne held with them for about the first 5-8 minutes of the first half, but just went through that scoring slump, found themselves down 24. I guess a positive for Cheyenne is they played hard the entire game, and the game ended in a 24-point deficit, so they played them even in the second half, but you just can't find yourself down that much to this Horace team at halftime. And so, we knew coming in this was going to be a tough ask for the Mustangs to win this one tonight. But I think there's some positives you can take away from it. As you know, you have Shanley and Red River and North and Davies coming up again. You're going to have to figure things out and play your best basketball when it comes to tournament time. You still have a chance to try and earn yourself a trip to state when that EDC tournament comes around. And that's what Cheyenne will have to do.
So I think with that about wraps up this broadcast. We'll be back for the next broadcast for the boys matchup, as you see the boys starting to warm up here. So with that, for everyone up here in the booth, I'm Tristan Murrock.
I'm Dan Wolf.
Good night, folks.